Thank you. Dr. Alanna Ratna.
Thanks, Mahi. Fluoride is the new lead. In 1972, countries around the world recognised that lead is a neurotoxin and began to remove it from petrol and paint. The New Zealand government did not ban lead until 1996. We waited 24 years to do the right thing. We now have a definitive report that proves that fluoride is a neurotoxin equivalent or worse in danger to lead. And at the same time, we have our government forcing us to add fluoride to our drinking water. Let us act now and not wait 24 years to stop fluoridation. Let us not knowingly harm another generation of children. The report to which I'm referring was conducted by the US National Toxicology Program and was released this month, last Thursday. It is an 8-year-long systematic multi-peer-reviewed study that looks at countries all over the world comparing the intelligence of children in fluoridated areas to that of children in non-fluoridated areas. The overall conclusion is that fluoride exposure is consistently associated with lower IQ in children, an average decrease of 7 IQ points. In New Zealand, a 7-point decrease in average IQ would result in 60,000 more individuals with intellectual disability in a population of 5 million. The authors reported that 18 out of 19 high-quality studies showed an inverse association strongly between estimated fluoride exposure and IQ in children. This means the higher the fluoride intake from all sources, the lower the IQ. The findings are strong, being consistent across diverse populations and found by different research teams from various leading public health institutions in 5 countries. This report provides strong evidence that water fluoridation at the New Zealand level of 0.7 to 1 milligram per litre is likely to be lowering the IQ of at least some children. The report also reviewed studies looking at the effects on brain development other than IQ loss. The results were concerning. 8 of 9 high-quality studies examining other cognitive or neurodevelopmental outcomes, e.g. ADHD, showed higher incidence in fluoridated areas, stronger for boys than girls. A 2024 study in the JAMA found in fluoridated Los Angeles, the children of mothers with higher fluoride exposures during pregnancy had double the odds of several neurodevelopmental problems compared to mothers with low fluoride exposure. That study was funded by the National Institute of Health and the US Environmental Protection Agency. It's the 10th consecutive NIH-funded study in humans finding adverse effects of fluoride on children's developing brains. Babies formula fed with fluoridated water received 212 times more fluoride than babies who are breastfed. Breast milk filters out fluoride. A 2020 Canadian study that looked at fluoride exposure from infants formula fed found that those babies had an average 9-point decrease in IQ. Water in Canada is fluoridated to the same level as planned in Tauranga. Are you going to do that to our children? Do teeth even benefit from fluoridated water? The Cochrane Collaborative Review of 2015 is a review of all studies on fluoridation and dental decay up to 2015 and was the review used by the New Zealand Ministry of Health to promote fluoridation. However, it finds no modern reliable evidence that fluoridation reduces dental decay. I wonder if the Ministry of Health even read it. The New Zealand School Dental Statistics are the most robust set of data we have on dental health in New Zealand. The latest Ministry of Health set shows no significant decrease in decay rates between fluoridated and non-fluoridated areas. Many other studies in the UK and US also show no reduction in decay, and I shall email these to you and the councillors. So whilst there is some evidence that topical application of fluoride might confer some protection to teeth, there is no evidence that fluoridating water has any beneficial effect on teeth at all. In contrast, there is a lot of evidence that drinking fluoridated water can actually harm the teeth. Fluoride accumulation in the dentine of the teeth, the tissue that supports enamel, causes teeth to weaken. Too much fluoride can cause dental fluorosis, which in its extreme form can result in crumbling, brittle teeth. 42% of children in fluoridated areas in America have some degree of dental fluorosis. Fluoride is also linked to arthritis, bone cancer, pituitary and pineal gland diseases, low sperm counts, and premature puberty in girls. Proponents will often imply that fluoridating the water is a common practice. It's not. Most countries do not fluoridate their water. 97% of the European population is not fluoridated, e.g. Germany and Sweden. Yet tooth decay rates in European 12-year-olds have declined as rapidly over the past 60 years in non-fluoridated countries as in fluoridated. Let us remember the precautionary principle. If there are risks and there is a safer way of achieving a better outcome, then the safer approach should be taken. This approach would be dental hygiene and good dietary habits. In summary, the government has passed an unlawful directive forcing councils to add what is undeniably a toxic substance to our drinking water. It is not okay to use the excuse of just following government orders. It is not okay to just follow orders to poison our children. Mayor Drysdale, many councils around New Zealand are hesitant to fluoridate their water supplies, but are too scared to say no to the government. You know that the government fines for not fluoridating are not enforceable. You know that fluoride is toxic to the brain. You are an outstanding New Zealander, held in high respect throughout this country. Be the mayor who has the courage and the conscience Be the mayor who has the courage and the conscience to protect the children of today and of tomorrow, including your grandchildren you will one day have, and your sister's children that she might have more of. Stand up and say no to fluoride. The other councils will follow. They are just waiting for a leader. That leader is you. We believe in you. Do it.
Thank you.